Good morning and greetings of the day to everyone. Dear friends, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was the first education minister of independent India, and his birthday, that is 11th of November, is celebrated as National Education Day. As first education minister of the country from 1947 to 1958, he advocated for free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 14 years, as he believed it was the right of all citizens. And this came in the form of Right to Education Act 2009, which came into force on 1st of April 2010. So, today being an important day for all educators, is the right day to discuss recent changes in the field of education. Let me introduce you the National Education Policy 2020, which is going to bring out a tremendous transformation in our personality, pedagogies, transactional methods, etc. We all know that education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. Now the question is, what is the need of new education policy? We all know the world is undergoing rapid changes. Thus, education must move towards less content and more critical thinking. Education must be more experiential, holistic, integrated, inquiry driven, discovery oriented, learner centered, discussion based, flexible, and of course, enjoyable. So, there are so many reasons which are forcing us to go for the best, and these reasons are rapid changes in the knowledge landscape around the world, changing employment landscape, bridging the gap between the current state of learning outcomes and what is required, to have an education system by 2040 with equitable access to the highest quality education for all learners. Let us now see the guiding light for this policy. In ancient India, the aim of education was not just the acquisition of knowledge as preparation for life in the world, but it was the complete realization and liberation of self. So, the rich heritage of ancient India and eternal Indian knowledge and thoughts has been the guiding light for this policy, and it provides empowerment to teachers and a quality education system. Now let's see the fundamental principle of National Education Policy 2020. The fundamental principle that will guide both the education system and individual institutions are recognizing, identifying, and fostering the unique capabilities of each student, achieving foundational literacy and numeracy by grade 3, flexibility, no hard separations, which means no hard boundaries between art and science, curricular and extracurricular activities, vocational and academic streams. Emphasis on conceptual understanding, encouraging creativity and critical thinking, developing ethics as well as human and constitutional values like empathy, respect for others, cleanliness, courtesy, democratic spirit, spirit to serve, etc. Promoting multilingualism, promoting life skills like communication, cooperation, team spirit, etc. Focus on formative assessment, extensive use of technology, full equity and inclusion, a light but tight regulatory framework, continuous review. Now let's see vision of National Education Policy 2020. National Education Policy 2020 envisions education system rooted in Indian ethos, helping in building equitable society. The policy envisaged that the curriculum of institution must develop among the students a deep sense of respect toward fundamental duties and constitutional values. The vision of NEP 2020 is also to instill among learners a deep rooted pride in being Indian, in thoughts, in spirit, in intellect, and in deeds. The content of National Education Policy 2020 is divided into four parts. Part 1 deals with school education, early childhood care and education, the foundation of learning, foundational literacy and numeracy, an urgent and necessary prerequisite to learning, curtailing dropout rates and ensuring universal access to education at all levels, curriculum and pedagogy in school. Learning should be holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. Teachers, equitable and inclusive education, learning for all. Efficient resourcing and effective governance through school complexes or clusters. Standard setting and accreditation for school education. These are the 8 subparts of this part 1, that is school education. Part 2 deals with higher education and the subparts are quality universities and colleges, a new and forward-looking vision for India's higher education system, institutional restructuring and consolidation, towards a more holistic and multidisciplinary education, optimal learning environments and support for students, motivated, energized, and capable faculty, equity and inclusion in higher education, teacher education, reimagining vocational education, catalyzing quality academic research in all fields through a new educational research foundation, transforming the regulatory system of higher education, effective governance and leadership for higher education institutions. Part 3 it deals with other key areas of focus and it includes professional education, adult education and lifelong learning, promotion of Indian languages, arts and culture, technology use of integration, online and digital education, ensuring equitable use of technology. Part 4 Making it happen and the subparts are strengthening the Central Advisory Board of Education, financing affordable and quality education for all, and implementation. Thank you for watching. We will discuss the various subparts covered under Part 1, that is school education, in next video. Once again, thank you.